Okay, I'm doing this video. You probably watched the video earlier today of us doing our shopping trip. So I'm just going to kind of explain what we do and why we do it to feed a family our size. I go to the grocery store every time with the children. As Mark was working up until this past a year and a half ago, he was working, so I would take the kids and we'd do our shopping while he was at work. I've always taken my kids to the grocery store. So they've been taught from a very young age that they either need to be carried or be sitting in the cart. In my throat. Okay. They've been taught at an early age that they either need to sit in the cart or be carried by a sibling or hold a hand, not allowed to touch stuff on the shelf. So that's been a very easy transition as they've gotten older, that rule has already been established and they've got other siblings to watch. So they don't walk through the store taking things off the shelf. We ask them, can you go pick this up? Will you help me find the box with the red on it? I give them things to look for in the store, looking to which aisle we're going to go to next, looking forward to going to see the lobsters or get the cookie at the end of the store. Our store offers free cookies at the bakery, which is at the very end, so they get that if they've been well behaved. And I stick to that. There are days that only one or two of the children will get a cookie because other people haven't been listening, and it does definitely help for the next trip. So Mark goes with us occasionally, but Mark, because of the neurological problems, all the colors and lights and everything at the grocery store can make him worse. So if he's feeling good, we go early in the morning. But otherwise, it's usually just myself and most of the children. Sometimes I won't have Virginia because she's helping Mark do something. So it'll be me and just the 11-year-old on down. We go with a shopping list in hand. One, so we don't forget the things we need at the grocery store, and two, because with shopping on a very small budget, I need to plan for where those dollars are going. Not that we don't find treats occasionally, but usually the treats are planned for. We do keep extra money every time we go shopping to find deals. At our local store, they have some different areas where you can find markdowns in the deli or you can find markdowns in the dairy section. And the kids always have a fun time when I let them be the one to go through and look at the deals and tell me what they think our family would enjoy. We didn't get any of those deals today, but last time we went, Mommy bought some coffee creamer for myself because I usually don't use coffee creamer, so that was a fun treat. Sometimes we'll buy I don't know, some yogurts that are marked down or a special kind of cheese. I'm trying to think of some things we've gotten recently. Some bacon one time, and we made some potatoes with that. So, yeah, those are special treats that we get as we go through the store and we find things that are marked down. But then we all work at bringing the groceries in when we get home, getting the groceries unbagged, and then getting the groceries in the various places. In our kitchen, we have a regular size fridge with a freezer on top that has an ice maker in it. That's where we store some of our goods, and we just acquired a second fridge because of my mom moving out. We had access to some room in her fridge, but we now have that whole fridge. It's an apartment size, and that sits in our dining room. So we also keep some food there. I haven't used the fridge a whole lot in that one, but I do use the freezer very much in that. Down in our basement, we actually have two freezers now. We had only one because our other had died, but thank you to my friend Hannah, we acquired a new freezer, and we will be putting that to use as we buy food in bulk. So a few weeks ago, a friend of ours found hamburger at $2 a pound, so we bought 20 pounds while it was on sale, and I'm still eating, we're still using turkeys that we bought over Thanksgiving time for 39 cents a pound. Those are still in the freezer. So we very rarely pay full price for anything as we just shop the sales. The store that we shop at is not the best prices for normal week-to-week shopping that a lot of people do. I don't know how to explain it, but we go and just buy the sales. So everything we purchased in our shopping video today was on sale except for the romaine lettuce. And because romaine has had a recall, we haven't had it in a couple weeks, and I just really wanted some salads. Um, and I was going to splurge on a healthy thing. But the things we did buy today were all sale items, but they'll last us for a while. Like one of the things we bought was frozen potatoes. So some tater tots and some seasoned French fries. We don't eat those maybe once a week, but they are nice to have for a quick meal, especially I need to put something in while I'm trying to get something else done around the house and I don't have a lot of time to do the actual prep work. So I bought 6 bags because the sale was a mix and match by 6. I bought 6 bags, so that's going to last us over a month in the potato products. So that's how we buy things, is we just purchase while it's on sale, and then we don't have to purchase it on the other weeks, and we purchase other things. So I'm trying to think. Oh, also downstairs in our basement, I was talking about food storage before, sorry. Downstairs in our basement, we have some shelves where we keep canned goods and pasta, or dry goods. I don't keep a lot of food storage up in my kitchen. I have my baking goods and my spices and oils and things like that in a cabinet. And then I've got 3 shelves in my, I don't know, some taller cabinets that I have. I've got 3 shelves where we keep, 2 meals worth of rice and some popcorn, flour, things like that. But most of our bulk goods are downstairs. So again, buying the bulk goods, we have 2, sorry, I have itchy eyes. I think I have allergies going on. We have 2 5-gallon buckets filled with dried beans downstairs because we found 50 pounds of beans at a good price, so we bought it. We have 2 buckets of oatmeal. Well, maybe only 1 bucket of oatmeal now, but buckets of oatmeal because we found 50 pounds of oatmeal at a really good price at the Amish market in Unity. Sometimes we go to Bell's Liquidation, which is a store up near Chelsea, Maine, where kind of scratch and dent and things that we're changing labels and a weird assortment of things that he gets up there, but always been good quality. So we buy number 10 cans up there for I think it's $3.50 a can, but we can get fruits and vegetables and tomato products and all kinds of things in number 10 cans up there. Very nice Christian man up there that you should go check out if you're in the area. Sell some good stuff, and depending what's there that day, you can find some really good things. One thing I like is sometimes he'll have tortillas for sale for a really good price, or cheese, like bags of shredded cheese that you can get at a good price. So we buy a lot of stuff in bulk. So as I'm thinking through, we have hamburger, turkey, dried beans, rice, oatmeal, those types of things that we keep to make our meals, to support our meals. So as we go out to the grocery store, we try to be a good witness in the area. We were talking to a friend about this the other day. I don't get out of the house very regularly, being a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. So I try to take the opportunities while we're out to share the gospel, to ask employees how I can pray for them, to be a Christian witness in the area. And we've made some really good relationships with different people that we talk to. They like to see our family, and we like to see them and ask how things are going with their family, and just learn more about them. We have a lot of good relationships with the people at Walmart. We go there probably more regularly because it's only about 2 miles from the house, and if there's not really good sales at the grocery store, we just do our shopping at Walmart because it's so close, and we have very good relationships there. We went this last week and spent time talking to 4 employees that we've been talking to and praying for, and just getting to know a little bit more about them and asking how they are faring in those prayer requests that we've asked them. So I think that answers the questions of our shopping. Um, Please ask me questions either on this page or on my own page. I'd love to answer them. Um, we just enjoy going and doing things as a family. I use all of those as learning opportunities. All of my kids know how to shop. Um, sorry. All my kids know how to shop for food. We did a challenge last year. We've had some weird months regarding food, and we have been blessed with some food. Okay. We have been blessed with some food, which makes this challenge a little more difficult. We just have to do it in different ways. But their favorite challenge that I gave them was I gave them each $5 to purchase a meal's worth of food, and they had to purchase every part of the meal. So we did this for, I don't know, 5 weeks in a row, and we tried to see how much money they could save, and they each saved about 50% of the money, and they were able to buy a special treat with that. But they realized that if they pooled their money, they could do better. So the girls were each required to buy 2 meals for the week, and Samuel was required to buy 1 meal. Sorry, the older girls. So that was $25. $25 between the 3 of them. And we were doing this, I think last year around Thanksgiving time, Christmas time. And so they figured that if they pooled their money and they bought a turkey, and they all used turkey as their main meat in their meals, they could save a lot of money. And those weeks they were so excited on Thursday, Friday, when the sale paper would come in the mail, and they'd all sit down, and it would be like a half hour of sitting there and trying to figure out what was a good meal and how they could buy it and what foods they would buy off me, because I buy in bulk, whether it be at Bell's or the Amish store or Sam's Club, which we have a membership to with my mom. All those different things. What would be the best way to use their money? And it's been a fun challenge, and they have done really well with it, and they've been asking, can we do that again? Can we do that again? So we'll have to start that again in the future. But the girls have also taken an entire week's grocery money of $100 and gone to the store and bought food, to the point that if they had run out of money, they couldn't eat the grilled cheese sandwich. They had buttered bread with their soup because they hadn't purchased enough money for cheese. And they did really well. They never had to eat a sparing meal because they had planned enough and had money left over, both of them. So because we use it as a learning opportunity, and they see me do everything from planning the grocery list, to buying the food, to making the food, they're very invested in it, and they can do that whole process themselves. We also talk about what is a good deal. So today we were looking at the chocolate chips that were on sale and looking at the price per pound, even on sale. Are they cheaper than the ones that are the generic brand? Which they were. The Nestle morsels were the cheapest. But showing them how to read the tags and how to look for, when we were looking for the pasta, it took longer because they had to see if it was the 16-ounce box, because we got more food for our money than if we bought the 12-ounce boxes. And making sure we were buying the right product, because we had some coupons. And so we had to make sure we had the right product, the right size. All of those are learning lessons. I was having a conversation with somebody recently about how to fit in homeschooling into your day. And if you involve your kids in living life, they will get the schooling that they need. I'm not saying don't use books. We use books, and we read things. We have textbooks and those types of things. But your kids will learn every day if you just involve them in life. Because I know, moving out of my house, I didn't necessarily know how to fill out a checkbook, or how to, talk to somebody on an interview, or how to read a coupon, or how to compare prices, how to, lots of different things. So if every day when you're filling out that piece of paper that came in the mail that you've got to send back to the doctor's office, or you're filling out your taxes, or you need to make a phone call. Let them listen in, and they will learn from those experiences. So that's probably my biggest tip today, is use these things as learning experiences, and it will keep you from being frustrated with your kids, because you'll remember, wait, they're still learning this. We're going through this together as a process so they can learn. But also they will see that living life can be fun and enjoyable instead of a task of, oh, we have to go grocery shopping. Make it something to look forward to. So I guess that's the end of this video for today. I guess that's it. Can't think of anything else to say. So we will see you next time. Bye.